on to a little bit of cricket. So what were your emotions like that you remember when you were selected to be on the national women's side for Pakistan?
It was over the moon. I mean, and you won't believe more than the I was happy. My parents were more than happy. They didn't know. I mean, when they figured out that I was selected for the squad, they were over the moon and the happiest, the happiest. That was the time when I became more happy because I was the reason behind that happiness. So yeah, I was completely, in shock that my name is finally in, and it was in 2010. My name came for the Pakistan squad, and I was 18 that time, and that was a big achievement at that age. I was studying in college. I was studying in college, and I had to skip all my papers because of that,
Yeah.
and that was a big deal for me. So yeah, for as being in college, it was a big deal.
So in school, what was like a subject that you liked the most?
I used to like my PE period a lot.
Okay.
Sport. I have
Makes
been
sense.
sporty throughout my life. Throughout my life, I used to play with boys throughout my recess period and throughout my PE period. And yeah,
Yeah.
but I used to like, I guess, biology for starters, and then it kept on changing because of the time. I didn't have much time, so it kept on changing.
Yeah. So when you were younger, did you often like bunk classes as well? Not for important matches, but just to play cricket with friends or, anything like that? Did that happen often, or were you very studious in that sense?
In school, I had to be studious because my mom dad used to teach at the same school, so I had no option. I
Okay.
couldn't bunk
Yeah,
the classes.
they would know.
I know. But in college, I did.
Okay.
Letting the teachers know at times that I will be bunking the class in advance so that they know
Yeah.
I'm playing somewhere and they know I'm doing something productive. So, but yeah, for few classes, Islamia periods, at times I used to bunk. I definitely used to bunk to go play outside.
Yeah. What do you think are some societal pressures of, females taking on cricket? So, I mean, that happens often where, when girls are kind of interested in a sport, like usually either if it's parents or at least other society members, it's like they don't look upon it until, let's say, fine, she makes it big. She makes it to the national team, then they become like, I was supporting you when they really weren't. So, what are some pressures you think you faced or you do see still? I think it has changed a lot and it's gotten a lot better, but you still kind of see it, in some parts.
Yes, I do really see it, and especially if you talk about Pakistan, yes, there is a lot of pressure from parents, but I
Mhm.
have been lucky in that sense because my parents have been really supportive. They both were sports instructors, um,
Yeah.
so it was quite easy for me. But obviously, societal pressure was there. My other family members, were not really that supportive, but my dad was really supportive throughout. My mom was really supportive because they
Yeah.
wanted me to play. They were my support system throughout my life, still are. They wanted me to play, so I didn't have much. But what I've seen regarding other girls, they do face it a lot. They have to fight to come to practice,
Yeah.
and but at a point, these are the fights which will make them a better player because they will
Yeah.
be craving for that cricket. So at times
Yeah.
it's good, but at times when it comes to going big, that's really bad that the girls are still having that pressure. But after the Women World Cup, everything being televised live, the thinking of the parents have been changing a lot. They
Yeah.
have been letting girls come out, and actually, I have seen many parents bringing their daughters to play because they have seen
Hmm.
them play with their brothers, and they have seen us play.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's changing. It will take time because it's a mindset, and that will take time. But
Exactly.
slowly and gradually, it is changing.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, they've been adding so much to women's cricket and, so many elements to kind of help it grow. So hopefully it keeps growing, definitely. So across all the formats, what are different mindsets and approaches you take? So, when it comes to playing cricket, right, there's different formats and kind of what do you think are definitely some differences that, have to be there for a cricketer to kind of understand? And what do you think is one similarity that should exist regardless of what format it is?
Okay, we usually have been playing T20s and ODI, so they both are short formats, but are different kind of
Yeah.
different strategies. Yeah, one you have to in both the cases you need to play an attacking cricket. Um, That's the main point. You have to attack. Attack in a sense that your confidence should be above the other team always. So that's the main thing. Other than that, T20 is more about scoring runs,
Yeah,
less balls, more runs, and T20 is more about ODIs are more about taking the innings and building it up.
yeah,
But the
yeah,
approach will be always the same in both the formats. That's attacking and that's being over the other team, not under, not
yeah.
playing on the back foot, but playing on the front foot.
Okay. What location do you enjoy playing cricket the most? So what has been so far your favorite kind of place to play cricket?
England, firstly. I have enjoyed playing in England, and it was
Yeah.
actually my dream to play in England once. So yeah, that was a very nice venue to play on. And South Africa. I have really liked South Africa, South African grounds.
Okay. What's been your most memorable moment so far on the field?
Uh, there has been many, but the first time I entered the field when I was playing in the playing 11, it was in
Yeah.
2010. That was the most memorable. I still remember that because that was my debut, double wicket maiden, and that was a huge for me. And that was the best T20 debut for a Pakistan girl. So I was that still I have all the memories of that moment.
So during like the national anthem, were you like, did you have goosebumps in you that wow, this is real? What were
Yes.
some thoughts, you were thinking?
You won't believe that doesn't change ever. Every time we have the national anthem in the ground and we are listening to it, the goosebumps are
Yeah.
always there. And
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
hype of just singing it very loud, be the loudest amongst the girls,
yeah,
and that
yeah.
doesn't change ever,
Yeah,
even if it's in
I feel like
Pakistan.
even when you're watching, because I remember when I was watching matches, I mean, when that happens, it's just like, wow, okay, this is happening. But I can imagine, especially when the
Yeah,
first time you go, you've been watching this happen, but the first time you go there and you're standing there, and it must have just been like, like a different feeling where it's like, is this really happening kind of thing
yeah. It feels like I am taking all. It's not really a burden, but a responsibility that I'm
for the
carrying a
country. Yeah,
Pakistani flag with me, and I have to raise it high and high and keep
yeah,
taking it high. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Okay, so if you had to tell someone why cricket is the best sport, what would you say?
Um, it's a lifestyle. It's not only a game, it's completely a lifestyle. It changes you, your personality, your perspective, and makes you a better human because you have to meet a lot of people and you travel a lot. These are the perks too, but perks and the responsibility that you're carrying your country's name. So I think cricket is one of the best games that should be played. And secondly, it's recognized by the whole world.
Yeah, definitely. What is your favorite shot to play when you are batting?
It's straight shot over the baller's head towards the boundary for a six. Probably for a six because I love it when I hit over the top.
Uh, yeah, no, that's definitely one of the shots I love watching. Anything that's kind of over either straight or longer, long off, kind of if it goes over for a six, it's a very classy shot. What was your most memorable wicket in the 2017 Women's World Cup?
It was my wicket against England. It was Beaumont's wicket, and the ball was swinging a lot, and I liked it. The ball was, I said that I like playing in England, so that's one reason because the ball does swing a lot because of the
Yeah,
weather and the air. So yeah, a wicket was
okay,
really important for us.
yeah. So if you had to pick one, what is more difficult in your eyes, batting or bowling?
I would say batting, but enjoy batting a lot because
Yeah,
we have just one ball. We can go out on the first ball as well. In bowling, we have six balls. In any ways, we have to bowl six. We can bowl more
yeah,
with wide, but you
yeah,
have to bowl six. So yeah,
yeah,
batting is
yeah,
very
and
difficult.
that, yeah. I mean, yeah, for that case, if you're out, you're out. At least, if you are a bowler, you get hit one over, if your captain gives you another chance, you still have another over to redeem
Yeah.
yourself, and that can happen. But batting, you're out, yeah. Um, okay, who is your current favorite cricketer? Current day favorite cricketer?
Virat Kohli, with no doubt, because he is exceptional. I do like other players too, but he is one of my favorites because he is actually playing some cricket. He's playing an exceptional cricket in all the formats. So that's very
Yeah,
important for a cricketer to adjust as soon as possible.
yeah,
As soon as the format changes, that he adjusts.
definitely. Who's your favorite current day Pakistan player?
Babar Azam, exceptional class.
Yeah.
He is excellent when he's playing. He's calm, and we have seen a good, a very synced better after a very long time.
Yeah, I think especially the way, in all the formats, he's been catching up. He's in the top
Yeah.
five of each format. So it's
Yes.
incredible the way he's done, even for test matches, just in 1 year, like from going like 17, 18 to being in the top five. So pretty
That's right.
remarkable. Um, so if not a cricketer, what would you be?
Probably an athlete. I'm sure about it because from the very early age, I have been an athlete, and I used to run marathons too. So I would have been an athlete.
Yeah. What's the best advice you've ever gotten?
Um, there are many advices actually, but the best I can say, um, just enjoy what you're doing. Just love. Just love. If you're not loving the game, you won't be reaching anywhere. You need to love what you're doing. So I mean,
Yeah.
I keep my life. I try to keep my life around this motto that I have to enjoy. And the moment I'm not enjoying while practicing, especially if I'm not enjoying, I'll
Mhm.
just leave it for the. I'll start again tomorrow. But I need to enjoy the game so that I can learn better.
Yeah, I think cricket is, it's such a mental and physically based sport. Like, if you don't love it, how are you gonna be able to practice each day? It's not something you can practice once a week or anything like that. You really have to keep at it, keep practicing, keep learning. So yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
definitely really
continuous process.
important. Yeah. So who's your best mate in the team?
Okay. There this keeps on changing, just by the way, because of the timing, because
Yeah.
we all have different mindsets every
Who have
time,
you
so
been
it's
speaking to the
changing.
most during this quarantine? How about that? So who have you been kind of talking to the most?
So I'm trying to talk to everyone around because we
Okay.
have made groups too, so that we can talk
Yeah.
more often. Snapchat groups and WhatsApp groups and sharing different kind of videos with each other, because
Yeah.
that group is a family. We are a family. The team is a
Definitely.
family,
Mhm.
and at the more the because of the quarantine only, I'm not spending much time with them. Else, 90% of the time is spent with them. So they are like a
Yeah.
family, and they all are amazing people. Amazing
Yeah.
people.